Okay, so the next exercise is really similar. We are presented a grid of kittens, same deal. They're organized in div containers, and our job is to add the padding property to the call3 class. So we're encouraged to experiment with values to see what the differences are and pay attention to if the change is happening inside the border or outside the border. Our job is to set the padding on all sides to 10 pixels. Okay, so similar to the margin, the padding property can be set to 4 different values for top, right, bottom, and left. And since we want the padding all around, we are going to just use one single value like we did in the prior exercise. So this is what we're starting with. All of the kittens are surrounded with a black solid border and everything's kind of just glued together. All right, so we're gonna go over to our style sheet and we're gonna add the padding property here. So it's just padding. And since we want it on all sides, it's just one single value. We will save this and refresh our page. Okay, so notice here the difference is happening inside of the borders. Okay, so the padding property is used to give space between the element, which in this case is the image, and the border that surrounds it. Okay, if your element doesn't have a border explicitly like these elements do, like a black solid border, you can imagine a border, right? You can imagine that every single element you're putting into HTML is surrounded by an imaginary border. And if you want space between that element and the border, you use the padding property. Okay, so we can go ahead and experiment as well with this. So I'm going to go ahead and just, shrink this in half. Okay, so if I save this and refresh my page, I'll notice that I still have space around the element, between the element and the border, but now it's just less space, okay, because I reduced it from 10 to 5. Okay, so play around with the values, see what you get, all right, but don't forget to change it back to 10 because that was our goal. And that wraps up this exercise. I need some breathing room. Nice job.